There are 8 planets in our solar system. There are 8 planets in our solar system. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. There are 8 planets in our solar system. Greetings and good tidings. Today's video lesson is going to be about the planets in our solar system. We're going to talk about 3 different ways that we can classify the planets. We're going to talk about their relative location from the sun, their sizes, and the type of planet, because there's 2 categories that we can put them into as well. Let's get started. Now, the sun is the center of our universe, and revolving around the sun, that means moving around the sun, we have the 8 planets that I just sang about, along with a few other materials. We have items such as dwarf planets, moons, asteroids, comets, dust, and gas. So there's lots and lots of stuff in our solar system, but today we're just going to be focusing on those planets. Now, can you name the 8 planets in order based on their relation to the sun? If you were just listening to that amazing song that I just sang that gave you the names of the planets in order, the closest planet to the sun is Mercury. Mercury is a really small planet, and it's so small you really can't even see it in this PowerPoint. The next planet that we have is Venus. The third planet from the sun is our planet, planet Earth. Sometimes it is known as the third rock from the sun. And then we have Mars, the red planet. These 4 planets are known as the inner planets, and they're also called terrestrial planets. We'll get into that a little bit later. As I move farther out into my solar system, I have Jupiter. Jupiter is the king of the gods in Roman mythology, and Jupiter is actually also the biggest planet in our solar system. We also have Saturn, and then Uranus, excuse me, and then Neptune. Now, this little box right here, this little guy is a dwarf planet that when I was your age was actually classified as a planet, and that is Pluto. Now, they've changed the classification of Pluto into a dwarf planet. So if we want to classify our planets in order from sizes, from biggest to smallest, I have another little song that I can sing for you. And this tune hopefully will sound a little bit familiar, but I'm going to go ahead and sing it, and it goes, to remember planets from biggest to smallest, say Jenny sings until noon, every virtual Monday morning. And we can remember that because Jenny sings until noon every virtual Monday morning. So the beginning letters of each of those words can help you. The biggest planet in our solar system is Jupiter, followed by Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now, those 4 outer planets that we talked about just a moment ago, they're actually in the same order when we're talking about the sizes. The inner planets, they're a little bit jumbled up. The biggest inner planet is Earth, followed by Venus, then Mars and Mercury. Our 2 M's are our 2 smallest planets. These 4 planets that are the closest to the sun are sometimes referred to as the inner planets because they are inside an asteroid belt within our solar system. But we can also call them the terrestrial planets. Terrestrial planets are made of rocks and metals, so their surface is solid. They have a terrain, kind of like an all-terrain vehicle. That means that you can drive it on any type of land. Well, these planets here are known as terrestrial planets because they have solid land where you could actually drive a vehicle. Now, our outer planets are known as gas giants, and I feel like that name really describes the planets because they're made of gases and their surface is gaseous, and they're really, really big. So Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are gas giants, whereas Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars our terrestrial planets. Now we're going to put our planets in order based on their relation to the sun. And one way that we can remember this is with the sentence, my very excited mother just served us nachos. So I'm going to go ahead and put M, V, E, M, J, S, U, N, because the beginning letters of each of these words are also the beginning letters of our planets. Now, my is going to be Mercury. And I remember that because Mercury begins with an M and ends with a Y, and the word my is M-Y. That V, the second planet in relation to the sun, that V is Venus. The E is Earth. And that second M is Mars. J, Jupiter. S, Saturn. U, oh, that almost looks a little bit like an A. There we go. Uranus. And N is for Neptune. So again, my very excited mother just served us nachos. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Those are 8 planets in our solar system. All right. If I wanted to classify these planets based on size, I can remember Jenny sings until noon every virtual Monday morning. So this J is going to stand for Jupiter. Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Earth, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. The beginning letter of each of these words in my sentence will also correlate with the beginning letter of one of our planets. The last classification that we are going to do is to classify our planets based on their type, whether they are terrestrial or gas giant. Now remember, our terrestrial planets are the inner planets. Those are the first 4 planets in relation to the sun. So I can think back to my very energetic mother. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars just served us nachos. Jason are the gas giants. So Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. All right, guys and gals, thank you so much for learning with me today. What you're going to do now, you are going to go into OneNote and you are going to complete your planet notes. Thank you so much and have a great day.